Okay, so I'm grateful to the mercy of God, to the virtue of our holy teacher, our grand predecessors and predecessors, for giving me this opportunity to share with you on this topic. The California Yulin Temple Dharma class plain language scripture. So thanks to the lecturer Jean Settle, she translated the plain language scripture. So, so let's begin with immortal He Xiangu. She said that cultivation is not difficult. The difficult part is that we are not willing to cultivate and to do it. Okay, and I would like to share with you the very important thing I learned from the temple course. Is telling true from false. Our nature is the truth. We cannot see it, but it is real, mighty, and never die. Buddha nature is the all-understanding consciousness. When we let go of all the affinities and have no thoughts at all, this is for us to experience and realize on our own. We have to do our best to let our Buddha nature be in charge at all times. And also I learned to reduce the desire of having material things and to let go of incorrect thoughts. So Immortal He said that no matter if we possess even more things, after we take our last breath, we cannot take anything with us. Everything in this world is unreal, an illusion. All material things will also go bad in time. That's why we have to learn to let go of everything, to see through it all, then we can be happier. So she also reminds us that in our life, we maintain the good characteristic and to gradually get rid of our bad habits. Our bad habits such as always losing our temper and saying bad words. We should learn to say good words, but not words of flattery. Saying good words means to say things good. Okay, and she also said that if our heart and mind is beautiful, very good and kind-hearted, then whatever we see will also be beautiful. We all like beautiful things. A person is beautiful because of their cultivation from the previous lives. That is why in this life they are able to become a beautiful person and move people like a flower. Therefore, we must not be disgusted with ourselves. Oh, my nose can be a little bit straighter. The eyebrows can be a little thicker and darker. The eyes can be bigger. Did we ever criticize ourselves like that? As a person, to understand, to love ourselves first, and then we can love other people. So we all care about our appearance, right? And we wish to have money and the high social status and to be respectful by other people. Okay, and somebody asked Sakyamuni Buddha, how come some people are born with an ugly face and figure with looks that may even frighten others, are born into poor families and have dismal jobs, and they suffer, are pitiful? So the Buddha said this is because in their previous lives they had harsh and angry temperament. If someone points out their mistakes, they are full of resentment and hatred. They were also not filial towards their parents, and did not help those in need. They like to be petty and jealous. For example, when seeing somebody with money, a good reputation, and have others respect and admire, they get angry. And how come some people with an unpleasant face and figure, with frightening looks, but have both wealth and high social status? And Buddha said, this is because in their previous life, they had bad temper as well. When someone says they are wrong, they get angry and hatred. But they are filial towards their parents and often help those in need. When seeing others with money, good reputation, and respectability, they admire those people as well without jealous. And how come people with a beautiful face and figures but have a very poor, very pitiful lives and a very low social status? That's because in their previous lives they had gentle temperament. When other people talk badly about them, they can tolerate it, but they were not filial towards the parents and will not help those in need. That's why when they see others with money, reputation, and respectability, they become very jealous. So they are also arrogant. And how come there are people with beautiful face and figures, and they also have a high social status? They are rich. They have very good virtue. That's because in their previous lives, their personalities were tender and soft, and could tolerate other people's bad words. They did not get angry and did many good deeds. And they did not have a jealous heart to other people. Instead, they help compliment others. Their language and behavior are humble and polite. So, if we want to gain beauty and wealth, we must nurture a warm temperament. We should be humble and accommodating without being petty or jealous. We should often compliment and celebrate others and do good deeds to help others. Of course, we all need to be respectful and filial to our parents. This is how we can forever stay away from destitution, ugliness, and low social status. Okay, and Immortal He say, it is actually the Tao principle that we come to cultivate and learn. That is why everything we do is open and upright, calm and calm. If a virtuous people would not do it, we would not do it. In this human realm, there are moral principles and Tao virtues. The three cardinal guides: superior guides subordinate, father guides son, husband guides wife, and the five constants. What is the five constants? That's benevolence, righteousness, propriety, wisdom, and faith. We are here in the temple to learn the Tao principles. As long as we are able to listen to the Tao principle, to manifest it, then we can definitely will be able to return to the absolute heaven in the future. And usually we should enrich ourselves by reading more in our spare time. This goes for everyone. Have we heard of this saying? Read 10,000 books, can travel 10,000 miles. If we read a lot, someday when we need it, we can use what is stored in our brain to bring our wisdom. If we read very little, there will not be anything in our brain to use when we need it. then it will be very pitiful. We, as a cultivator, are hardworking and thrifty, which are beautiful virtues, not wasteful. Perhaps in this country things are very abundant. That is why everyone has become wasteful without realizing it. After we have learned the principles in the temple, we have to know that having enough things to use is sufficient. If it's still unusable, then it is. If it's still usable, then it's good enough. We should not want more of something when we already have it. And what special quality does Happy Buddha have? Do you know what the special quality does Happy Buddha have?
Happy. Big heart.
How about Yoshio? Do you know?
Happy demeanor.
Happy Buddha. What kind of special? Confidence, happiness, and patience and
Passion.
all right. How about Vivian?
Oh my gosh. To use wisdom, I guess. And then to be righteous.
Strength.
Yeah.
Okay, Cindy.
Like, generous. And be sure that, like, we can take criticism from other people.
Yeah.
Or just where you were, like, you sit on him. And he, like, smiled back. And then even my boss did. Like, draw him.
All right. Thank you. So he has a big belly and is always smiling. All right. And when a person is always smiling and happy, full of vigor, in high spirits, a person with trust, what kind of impression will that person give us? Happy and joyful. That person would also make us want to dedicate ourselves to progress, right? So I'm hoping everyone will become that kind of person. Condition is to be happy every day. Do not always put on a sad, sour expression on our face. Okay, so if we have two very good things with us today, are we willing to share this with others? I hope everyone will bear this in mind, because if we understand to share, to give to others, it will be more rewarding than giving from others. We will be happier, more joyful. Giving has more blessing than receiving. So, so I would like to share with you the things I most appreciate. Is to receive, learn, and propagate Tao, and to have a temple in our home. And the happiest things for me is to have a very good husband and 4 daughters who are beautiful inside and out.
You hear that, girls? That's mommy's wish.
Okay, so Immortal Hay says we have to share the very good things in our life. So can any one of you share any experience that you thought were beautiful or make you feel good inside? So Cindy, you want to share with us?
There's like not one specific that was like stood out to me really.
That's all?
I mean, well, like our family, we're part of a charity called Retreat, and then we like during the winter time they usually go to nursing homes and nursing homes in like this organization called AHRC, which is basically like kids who have mental disorders. And our charity group, we go there every winter and in the summer to visit the elderly and the disabled children. And so I'm just like seeing everyone, like we're all kids, so just seeing like the kids talking to the elderly, talking to the children, just like spending quality time with them, bonding. It's like really beautiful. And after we leave, we always wish to like come back as frequently as we can because like when we're with them, they like smile and laugh genuinely. So like that's really good.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. How about Vivian?
I think when we're in, I don't know, I like volunteered at this hospital over the summer, and I think that helping others and like being able to like be able to help them or be a guidance to them, I guess, is something that is really beautiful. Like you matter to someone. I think.
Oh, thank you so much. You have a beautiful heart. You are beautiful inside and out. All right. Ashley.
Something beautiful to me is how I was able to overcome my own personal obstacles in my life because like when I was younger I was a problem child. Like I had speech delays and I was really shy in class, and then I also had like anger issues when I was younger. So then my mom and dad like were really like, they didn't know what to do with me. And so they like contemplated like sending me back to Taiwan and all that. And then of course they did it. And like as I grew up, I like when I was little I didn't have any self-confidence because like my ability to not be able to do anything. But then as I grew older I realized like I am important, I do matter, that my voice, I can, like, people can hear my voice, and so then, like, I feel like I've changed completely now than I have, like, 10 years ago when I was, like, 6 or 7, so I'm just glad that I was able to overcome these obstacles naturally without my parents doing anything drastic, so yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, how about Rochelle?
I feel like when you are a baby or when you're a little kid, you see life more beautifully because you're young and you don't know how vicious the world can be out there. So then you tend to appreciate more of the little things, you tend to laugh and just have fun more often. But then as you grow up, your heart just like starts becoming like darker, and you realize that you have to be careful about who you talk to or whatever, because if you mess up, then someone can harm you. And when you realize that, you start to become more serious, and then you can't really appreciate the little things in life anymore because you have to live such a busy life. So I feel like the most beautiful things in life are the little moments, like where you wake up and then you're warm in bed, or then when you go to sleep, and then you have like a warm blanket to like cover you when it's like cold. So like these little moments, like with your family and friends, are like the most beautiful because it's in these moments that you determine if your life is like meaningful or not. If you just live a life that's like centered around money and getting to work on time or whatever, or you live a life that is centered around your beliefs, your values, and your family.
Okay, thank you. How about anyone? Any other? Eric, want to share with us?
Just about like what I think is
Yeah, the beautiful in your life.
well, it's more kind of a general thing that I see. Kind of whenever anyone kind of an act of human compassion. Like there's a lot of videos online where you can see like people, they reach out to homeless people on the street, and you see a lot of people just pass by and they don't help them out. And then like in those videos, the guy just sits next to them and like talks to them and has like a human connection. And kind of, I think that's very beautiful.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. How about the other people?
Johnny.
Hey, why she call me and not you? One beautiful thing is that, well, when my mom passed away, I always have all these regrets because I was always sort of stubborn every time she's trying to get me to leave New York to go to San Diego to live so I could be close to her, but I've always resisted. But after I start learning a lot in the temple, and then I realized even though that she's gone, I don't have to have regrets, that I could do something still to help her, and which I think would be more important now, because even though she has gone, so now I know I could do a lot of things to help her. So, and I think for me that is very beautiful because my mom always means so much to me. So every time I look at a picture in the morning, it sort of makes me remember all those things, and I don't have to have regrets anymore because I could do something to help her. And every time I want to help her more, it helps me to try to be a little better than I am, and so that I can, whatever I do, my motivation or my goal or my drive is to help. So I'm not really worried about my own obstacles or barriers, whatever. My goal is to do good so that I could help her, and I think that is my most beautiful thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
so good. All right. No?
Jean.
I pick on him, he picks on me. Well, I might cry if I talk about this, but to me the most beautiful thing is to have our parents around. Because I just lost my mom and I lost my dad 14 years ago. So until they are not here, that's the time that you really, really regret and miss them. So cherish the time that you can still have with your parents. That's the most beautiful and the most precious time in everybody's life.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Edison.
So we'll do the opposite too. So we now we cherish not just our parents but our children too. So not only work 50 hours a week, come home, we do the cooking and the cleaning. We make them happy. So being a part that's a parent for the kids, we do. I enjoy doing that. It's the beautiful part for the kids.
Oh, all right. Thank you. How about your wife?
I think the most beautiful things that is be able to listen to the MP3s, lectures. I found that it's extremely beautiful and precious that we have the opportunity and chance to listen to it, especially it's only in Chinese, and because by listening to it, you're able to bring out more beautiful things in your lifetime. So you will even more appreciate what's around you and the people and the family.
Wow.
That's what I found most beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Okay, is anybody else? How about you?
There's a long list, I don't know what to say. Most beautiful thing of me is my family. the family value, it gets stronger. And also, even though my family, everybody received Tao, but because we split up, we go different direction, different part of the world, we kind of get lost and stuck into the temptation and the desire and the attachment. But I'm very grateful that, you know, I get back into Tao, learning all those principles and things like that, and reflecting, which is one of the major things, and also my family. So we started a tradition. Whenever I'm back in Malaysia, or even though I don't go back, every Chinese New Year we sort of giving ang paos to the orphanage and also to the senior citizen. They're just opposite. So we bring all those, my niece and nephew, they're very young, but sometimes, you know, because they see iPhone, iPad, they want all these kind of material things, you know, all the high gadgets and new things. So they become like, doesn't know how to appreciate things. And little things that when we grow up, we don't have all these things. So we want to bring them to like all these things. You see the orphanage, they don't have anybody, no parents and things like that. So the most, what I see, the feeling I get is they hug the mom and they say, I love you. Because, you know, even though they have everything, they sort of lack of all this, you know, like family values and things like that. Okay? So,
Yes.
so that's a good thing, you know.
All right.
Okay, I guess we'll continue next week.
All right.
All right.